choices that I get questions. So I like these, but they are pretty hard. I guess at the very least, it'll be like fun facts for you. But yeah, so it has a bunch of different categories of questions in it, and we are just gonna do a bunch of them today. See how many we get through. There should be something for everyone. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first category I think should be a fun one, and it is recipes. So all of them are like a list of ingredients, and you have to tell me what dish that is, like what it makes. So I think that's kind of fun. Alright. Number 1, spaghetti, olive oil, onion, garlic, eggs, bacon, parmesan, pepper, and parsley. What dish is that? Which dish? The answer is spaghetti carbonara. Yep. Number 2, white sugar, eggs, sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, vanilla extract. Bake for 60 minutes and then invert the dish to serve. I feel like sweetened condensed milk is a good trigger word. A lot of you tell me you don't like when I repeat things and whatever, and I don't like that either, but it's a good trigger word. The answer is flan. Flan. Number 3, salt, self-rising flour, butter, and water for the dough. Potatoes, peas, onion, garlic, ginger, turmeric, garam masala, red chili pepper, and coriander for the filling. Serve with chutney. It's complicated. The answer is samosas. Number 4, eggs, cornstarch, chicken, dried red pepper pods, rice vinegar, rice wine, sugar, soy sauce. Fry in vegetable oil and serve with rice. I never know how to say this one. The answer is General Tso's chicken. General Tso, I never know. Number 5, boneless chicken, salt, pepper, vegetable oil, flour, onion, margarine, bell pepper, celery, Worcestershire sauce, bouillon cubes, smoked sausage, stewed tomatoes, okra, shrimp, and green onions. Excuse my pronunciation of the W sauce. How you say it? The answer is gumbo. Number 6, unsalted butter, flour, milk, kosher salt, black pepper, nutmeg, Gruyere cheese, Parmesan, Dijon mustard, Virginia ham. Broil on crustless toasted white bread. Sounds pretty good. The answer is croque monsieur. Number 7, ice, dried pineapple, pineapple juice. Oh, diced pineapple, not dried. I can't read. Diced pineapple, pineapple juice, Coco Lopez, coconut cream, white rum, dark rum, blend, garnish with pineapple slice. The answer is a pina colada. potatoes. That's literally one, like it's potatoes and then it's chemicals. Okay, that makes me not want to eat it. I'll make my own fries. Alright, the next one is called It's Football Season. And I wasn't gonna do it if it was American football because you guys always complain that I like have too many America focused questions, but it is football to the rest of the world. So yeah. Number one, excuse my pronunciation because I'm bad with like sports players and things, but number one, in 1886, munitions workers in Woolwich, today's southeast London, formed the Dial Square Football Club. 1 month later, they would rename themselves the Royal This, the club's name to this day. The answer is Arsenal. Number two, with 260 goals, he is the all-time leader in goals scored in Premier League history. The answer is Alan Shearer. Number three, for the 2017-2018 season, Newcastle returned to the Premiership alongside Brighton and Hove Albion, and this promoted club. Hove Albion. I don't know. The answer is Huddersfield Town. Okay. Number four, scoring a record 13 goals in 11 consecutive matches, this striker led surprise Premier League champions Leicester City. Leicester. I do not know how you pronounce that. Leicester. If we're following the rules of Worcester, then it would be like Leicester. I don't know. I apologize. The answer is Jamie Vardy. Number five, although their crest has an elk upon it, supporters of this club call them the Hornets, Yellow Army, or Golden Boys. The answer is Watford. Number six, played for a variety of charities, the annual Football Association Community Shield match pits against one another the prior season's winners of the Premier League and this competition. The answer is the FA Cup. Number seven, the 2016-2017 season was the last year Tottenham played at this home ground. The answer is White Hart Lane. Number eight, businessmen Joel and Avram Glazer own both the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and this club. The answer is Manchester United. Number nine, before signing at DC United, Wayne Rooney briefly returned to this hometown club. The answer is Everton. And number 10, this club is named after the centerpiece feature of the Great Exhibition of 1851. The answer is Crystal Palace. this MASH actor's real name of Alfonso de Bruzzo form his shorter stage name? De Bruzzo. The answer is Alan Alda. Number 3. Born Maurice Micklewhite, this iconic British actor took his stage name from a character played by Humphrey Bogart. This is a hard category, I'm sorry. At least for me, I don't know, like, people. The answer is Michael Caine. Number 4. African-American actor Karen Johnson took this stage name after her mother argued that she'd get more parts if people thought she was Jewish. The answer is Whoopi Goldberg. It's weird finding out that people's actual names are like so much different. Number 5. Frederick Austerlitz and Virginia Catherine McMath are better known as this dancing duo. The answer is Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Ignore the stomach growling. I don't know. Number 6. Comedian Jacob Cohen took this stage name ostensibly to get some respect. The answer is Rodney Dangerfield. Number 7. John Charles Carter is the real name of this gun-loving actor. The answer is Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston. Number 8. This rapper chose his stage name from his cousin's nickname for him based on Fozzie Bear's catchphrase. This is hard. The answer is Waka Flocka Flame. Number 9. This rapper's mother named him after a famous Incan revolutionary who sought to overthrow Spanish rule in South America. The answer is Tupac Shakur. And number 10. The B stands for Bush, but what do the J and E stand for in Jeb Bush? Jeb Bush. The answer is John Ellis. I didn't know that. Okay, well that was just a fun fact round for me. Maybe some of you knew those. Okay, we're not doing that category. Okay, this could be fun. Children's games is what we're doing. Children's games. Number 1. Once popular in Ireland and Britain, Conkers is a game of slamming 2 of these nuts together to see whose is stronger. What? The answer is horse chestnuts. Number 2. In some parts of the United States, the penalty for breaking the silence of this game is to owe the winner a Coke. The answer is Jinx. Do other countries do Jinx? Is that something you do? I don't know. Number 3. No longer prevalent for obvious reasons. Mumble-T peg involved throwing this object into the ground and then challenging the loser to pull it out with their mouth. Okay. answer is a pocket knife. It sounds terrible. Number 4, forcing the city gates and octopus tag are alternative names for this breaking the chain running game. The answer is Red Rover. Never heard of that. Number 5, on East 109th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues is the honorary Hall of Fame street for this New York City game. The answer is stickball. Number 6, you know, for kids is the hula hoop inventing catchphrase from this Coen Brothers movie starring Tim Robbins. The answer is the Hudsucker Proxy. Hudsucker Proxy. Some of these I read and I'm like, am I reading that correctly? Because they are upside down. I don't know. Number 7, thought to date to the Renaissance, prisoner's base involved creating a human chain from a safe base. These Louisiana Purchase explorers played the game against the Nez Perce. Prisoner's base involved creating a human chain from the safe base. I don't know what that means. The question's asking about the Louisiana Purchase explorers, though. The answer is Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark. Number 8, invented to teach the fundamentals of baseball to children, but subsequently becoming popular among young urban adults. This game originated in Cincinnati in 1917. The answer is kickball. Number 9, leapfrog, king of the hill, and hide and seek are some of the many games in the 1560 painting Children's Games by this elder Flemish artist. I learned about that painting. This is like the one that I would have gotten. The answer is Peter Bruegel. And number 10, what is the very first item placed on the board to assemble the contraption in the mousetrap? I played that game, but I never would have known this. The answer is crank. A crank. Alrighty. Okay, this can be fun. The category is called Really Big Things. Really Big Things. Number 1, the Red River Showdown is an annual football game that sees the rollout of the world's largest version of this state's flag. Think of where everything's bigger. The answer is Texas. Number 2, the world's largest residential palace is the Istana Nurul Iman, the official home of the Sultan of this Southeast Asian country. The answer is Brunei. Number 3, retailing at $149.99. The world's largest one of these candies for sale weighs 26 pounds, contains 32,000 calories, and features a 1-liter bowl for liquids in its tummy. A 1-liter bowl for liquids. What? The answer is a gummy bear. I would not want that, I don't think. Number 4, named Octavia after the Roman emperor and measuring 1,000 answer is gluten-free. That's pretty cool. That's pretty impressive because usually gluten-free stuff is like so tiny. So making the world's biggest pizza gluten-free is pretty cool. Number 5. Discovered in 2001 in Laos, this 12-inch long giant huntsman replaced the Goliath bird eater as the largest one of these arthropods. The 12-inch long giant huntsman replaced the Goliath bird eater as the largest one of these arthropods. The answer is a spider. A 12-inch spider. Oh, no. Number 6. At 1,504 feet long and with a draft of 24 feet, the largest ship in history was the oil tanker Seawise Giant, a vessel incapable of navigating the Panama Canal, the Suez Canal, and this European Channel. The answer is the English Channel. Number 7. This epic story of Krishna and Arjuna is part of the Mahabharata, the world's longest poem. Excuse my... The answer is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita. I don't know. Number 8. At 7,541 pieces plus 10 minifigures, a model of this fictional spacecraft is one of LEGO's largest ever commercially sold sets. The answer is the Millennium Falcon. Number 9. What is Shakespeare's longest play? Pretty simple. The answer is Hamlet. And number 10. The largest yet discovered star, UY Scuti, would engulf this planet's orbit if placed at the center of our solar system. That's wild. The answer is Jupiter. Okay, our next category is going to be a comedy. Number 1. Key and Peele, Weird Al, Snoop Dogg, and Smosh have all appeared as guest hip-hop artists on this YouTube channel. The answer is Epic Rap Battles of History. Number 2. Coming in on Rotten Tomatoes as one of the highest rated comedies of all time is this 2017 film written and directed by Greta Gerwig. The answer is Lady Bird. Number 3. I'm a Grown Little Man was the 2008 debut album of this comedian. The answer is Kevin Hart. Number 4. A 1969 Lamborghini Miura, a 1964 Aston Martin DB5, and 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 302 are some of the guests on this Jerry Seinfeld show. The answer is comedians in cars getting coffee. Number 5. After learning that their childhood home is on the market, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey throw one last party in this movie. The answer is Sisters. Number 6. In football, you receive a penalty. In baseball, you make an error is one of the many comparisons in the baseball-football bit by this comic. Sacha Baron Cohen. And number 10, this 1990 film is the highest grossing live action non-animated comedy movie in US history. I think it's the highest grossing movie of a particular category. The answer is Home Alone. I think it's the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time. Okay, I don't think we're gonna do that category. Okay, this will be a good one. We are going to do dogs. Number 1. Photographer William Wegman is known for his photos of Man Ray and Fay Ray, both of which are dogs of this breed. The answer is Weimaraner. Weimaraner. I don't know. Number 2. This hybrid dog breed was created in 1989 by crossing a standard poodle and Labrador retriever. That's pretty easy, I think. The answer is a Labradoodle. Number 3. What was the name of the border collie who took the piglet Babe under her protection in the movie of the same name? The answer is Fly. Number 4. Although Nana was a Newfoundland in the original 1911 novel Peter Pan, she was this breed in the 1953 animated feature. The answer is a Saint Bernard. Number 5. Meryl Streep famously cried, "The dingoes got my baby," in this movie. The answer is Evil Angels. It says also titled A Cry in the Dark. Number 6. Before European contact, indigenous Americans of the Athabascan cultures developed sled dogs that would become the basis for this Alaskan variant of this breed. The answer is the husky. Number 7. The Kintamani is a dog breed native to this Indonesian island. The answer is Bali. Number 8. After his owner's death, Hachiko, a dog of this breed, went every day to the Tokyo train station his owner would have returned from. The answer is Akita. Number 9. This dog has been spotted in artwork on Egyptian tombs, possibly dispelling its supposed roots on the Croatian coast. The answer is Dalmatian. And number 10. I am not going to be able to pronounce this, but I'll do my best. Known natively as the Xoloitzcuintli, Xoloitzcuintli. This Central American dog is bald. I have no idea how you pronounce that. The answer is the Mexican hairless. Okay, Mexican hairless. entries to appear on this syndicated talent contest? The answer is Star Search. Number 4. Syndicated game shows Wheel of Fortune and the current version of Jeopardy were both created by this television producer. The answer is Merv Griffin. That's cool that they were created by the same person. Number 5. Having children take polygraph tests and endorsing quick weight loss products are among some of the questionable things that this unaccredited folksy Texan acolyte of Oprah has done on air. The answer is Dr. Phil. Number 6. Until the 1980s, this famous Western ran in syndication with the title Ponderosa. The answer is Bonanza. Number 7. Criminal convictions probably caused buyer's remorse for those who purchased the syndication rights to this 1980s sitcom for a record of $4 million an episode. The answer is The Cosby Show. Number 8. The 1978 Outer Space series gained syndication with the low number of 34 episodes, 41 fewer than its 2003 reimagining. The answer is Battlestar Galactica. Number 9. A spin-off of Cartoon Network, this cable network airs only syndicated repeats of Saturday morning cartoons. The answer is Boomerang. And number 10. Deemed a failure because of the inability to acquire many music licensing rights, Rewind was the subtitle of the condensed syndicated version of this game show. A music game show. The answer is American Idol. American Idol. Alright. Next we are going to do fictional animals. Fictional animals. I feel like a lot of these have been about like TV show and fiction and stuff, but they're kind of different. Okay. Number 1. After General Woundwort is allegedly slain, his aide, Captain Campion, becomes Chief Rabbit of Ephrata in this Richard Adams novel. Was that even English? I don't think I knew like any of those words. The answer is Watership Down. Number 2. Because of fears of a copyright issue with a famous flying disc, the heroine Mrs. Frisbee, who was changed to Mrs. Brisby in this 1982 animated adaptation of a 1971 novel. The answer is The Secret of NIMH. Number 3. In 2017, John Cena voiced this flower-loving cinematic bull. The answer is Ferdinand. Number 4. Foxes, lions, mice, dogs, storks, hares, geese, kites, snakes, crabs, cranes, wolves, lambs, tortoises, is Space Coyote. Number 6. Actor Luke Cook voices a famous familiar in the episode Chapter 35, The Endless, in this Netflix show. The answer is Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Number 7. Ninja Turtle nemesis Bebop and Rocksteady are these two animals, respectively. The answers are a warthog and rhinoceros. Number 8. Representing organized religion that only serves those in power. This biblically named raven obeys first Mr. Jones, then Napoleon in George Orwell's Animal Farm. So we're talking about the biblically named raven. The answer is Moses. Number 9. Although an alien, this Men in Black character appears to the residents of Earth as a smart aleck pug. The answer is Frank the Pug. And number 10. When Charlie Weasley discovers that Hagrid's Norwegian Ridgeback dragon is actually female in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, he renames her this. The answer is Norberta. Okay. I don't think I want to do this. One's about Back to the Future, which I feel like some people would like, but others wouldn't know at all. Like me. Okay. This one's fun. It's about astronomy and space. Number 1. Every second, the sun fuses 600 million tons of hydrogen into this element. The answer is helium. Number 2. This star on Orion's belt, when spelled differently, is also a Michael Keaton character. The answer is Beetlejuice. I think that's how you pronounce it, because I'm assuming that's the character they're talking about. Number 3. The International Space Station's largest module is the Kibbo, provided by JAXA, this nation's space agency. JAXA. JAXA. The answer is Japan. Number 4. In 1846, this planet was discovered by using Newton's theory of gravity to explain irregularities in the movement of Uranus. The answer is Neptune. Number 5. This electromagnetic radiation consisting of high-energy photons turned Bruce Banner into the Hulk. The Number 9. To the closest minute, how long does it take for light to reach us from the sun? The answer is 8 minutes, or 8 minutes and 19 seconds. And number 10, the Schwarzschild metric and Einstein-Rosen bridge are the names of the theory postulating the creation of one of these space-time connecting shortcuts. The answer is wormholes. Okie dokie. Okay, these are always fun, but they're really hard. But we'll see how we do it. It's movie math, so I've done it before using this book, but like it'll give you two movies that have a number in the title, and it'll give you like a math calculation. So you have to know the numbers that are in those movie titles, and then you have to do the math. You'll see. Yeah. I'm gonna try and do it in my head too before I look at the answers, but number 1 is blank first dates plus blank dresses. So you have to fill in like how many first dates and how many dresses, and then you have to add them together. The answer is 77. 50 first dates plus 27 dresses equals 77. You can have a point for each number that you get correct. So each movie number and then each like final answer. Number 2, blank easy pieces times blank degrees of separation. The answer is 30. 5 easy pieces times 6 degrees of separation. It's hard because I know 6 degrees of separation, but I've never heard of 5 easy pieces, so I guess I would have gotten 1 point. Number 3, blank days of summer minus the blank blows. The answer is 100. 500 days of summer minus the 400 blows. Number 4, blank things I hate about you divided by blank mules for Sister Sarah. The answer is 5. 10 things I hate about you divided by 2 mules for Sister Sarah. Okay. Number 5. Blank flew over the cuckoo's nest plus player blank. The answer is 2. 1 flew over the cuckoo's nest plus player 1. Number 6. Blank rise of an empire divided by blank amigos. The answer is 100. 300 rise of an empire divided by 3 amigos. Number 7. The blank faces of Eve times blank days of the condor. The answer is 9. 3 times 3. Number 8. Slaughterhouse blank minus I am number blank. Okay, I think I actually know this one. The answer is 1. Slaughterhouse 5 minus I am number 4. Number 9. answer is 110 around the world in 80 days, plus 30 days of night. And number 10, blank the Jackie Robinson story minus this is blank. The answer is 2. 42 minus 40. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we've got a history category with civil wars. Civil wars. Number 1. Since World War II, global civil wars have lasted on average just slightly more than this many years. Who knows that? Who knows that? Just take a guess. The answer is 4. No more than 4 years. Number 2. The Contras and the Sandinistas were opposing sides in this country's long civil war. The answer is Nicaragua. Number 3. In Marvel's Civil War series, Tony Stark and Reed Richards side with the US government, which wants to register superheroes, and are opposed by a side led by this superhero. The answer is Captain America. Number 4. The First Barons' War began in 1215 after King John of England refused to adhere to this document. The answer is the Magna Carta. Number 5. The Maori Wars were fought between the indigenous people and Anglo government of this country. The answer is New Zealand. Number 6. In Cyprus, an ongoing conflict has existed for more than a century between factions allied to Greek-descended residents and those allied with this cultural ancestry. The answer is Turkish. Number 7. The Cause, a very bloody affair, and War is All Hell are episodes of this documentarian's acclaimed series on the U.S. Civil War. The answer is Ken Burns. Number 8. Bashar al-Assad is the president of this country, currently embroiled in a multifaceted civil war. I don't know how current this is. I don't know why they would put questions in a book that are like very current, but the answer is Syria. Number 9. This country's civil war ended in a victory for a group called the Khmer Rouge. The answer is Cambodia. And number 10. An abundance of these ultimately worthless metastable allotropes of carbon helped trigger the Sierra Leone Civil War. The answer is diamonds. Alright. Okay, this one should be fun. I feel like I keep saying that. This one is about junk food. I like junk food. Number 1. We have the meats is the slogan of this fast food restaurant. We have the meats. The answer is Arby's. Number 2. Whereas the ancient mathematician hero of Alexandria invented a vending machine that dispensed holy water in the 1st century CE, the first modern vending machine appeared in London in 1615 and dispensed not junk food, but this. The answer is tobacco. A tobacco vending machine. Number 3. In 2002, Time magazine named this treat number 1 on its list of top 10 iconic junk foods. The answer is the Twinkie. Number 4. In 2011, the first so-called fat tax in the United States assessed a 2% tax on all junk food on the 27,000 square miles of this indigenous nation in Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. The answer is Navajo. It was only going to be there. Why? Number 5. Serving wines, olives, breads, and stews, the Papina was a fast food restaurant for the lower classes of this ancient society. The answer is Roman. Rome. Number 6. In 1971, franchise owner Al Bernardin invented this more adult McDonald's burger offering. The answer is the Quarter Pounder. Number 7. Made with avocado, coconut meat, chincao, jackfruit, condensed milk, and sugar, Esteller is a popular snack beverage from this archipelago nation. Probably pronounced that wrong. The answer is Indonesia. Number 8. Established in 1810, Hindustan Coffee Shop was London's first ever of these drunken food destinations. The answer is a curry house. I don't even know what that is. Number 9. Opened in 1990, the world's busiest McDonald's is in this city. Okay, this is surprising. The answer is Moscow. The world's busiest McDonald's is in Moscow. That's crazy. And number 10, seafood chain Long John Silver's is named after a character invented by this Treasure Island author. The answer is Robert Louis Stevenson. I was just thinking about, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's only one McDonald's in Moscow and that's why it's, really popular. I don't know. Whereas there's probably, 200 in New York City. I don't know. Okay, I think this will be our last category, and it's going to be board games. I think we've had a good mix in this video. Number 1, the earliest known game boards are from the Jiroft culture in present-day Balochistan, which straddles Iran and this neighboring country. The answer is Pakistan. Number 2, an unnamed ancient Egyptian game was nicknamed Hounds and Jackals by this discoverer of King Tut's tomb. This is not even about board games. I think there are more that are. The answer is Howard Carter. Number 3. is Scrabble. Number 5. Recently discovered in Iraq, the world's oldest dice were made of the bone of this animal. This is wild. The answer is human. Human. Number 6. In 1996, Hasbro obtained an injunction against an adult website seeking to use this game's name as its domain. The answer is Candyland. Number 7. It's no surprise that this board game entered the National Toy Hall of Fame in the Hall's inaugural year of 1998. The answer is Monopoly. Number 8. In Stratego, this is the only piece that can capture the marshal. The answer is Spy. Number 9. The ancient Indian game of Pachisi has formed the basis of Parcheesi, Ludo, and this exclamatory game. The answer is Sorry. I love Parcheesi. And number 10. In Clue, the envelope containing the murderer, the weapon, and the room are kept in this room. The answer is the cellar. The cellar. Alright. That was that. I think we will end here, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed those questions. I think some of them were pretty fun. It was pretty hard, but like, they were fun. Put my book over here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you did. If there were any categories that you got more than like 3 questions right, then I would be impressed. But yeah, thanks for watching, and so sorry about all the background noise. It was very